Brianna Keeler, our other congressional correspondent, is on the phone outside the gallery. Where exactly, Brianna, are you?
Well, Wolf, I'm actually standing so that I can see onto the House floor from the print gallery. But I have to tell you about this really sort of controversial moment that just happened. It sort of evoked a feeling, at least among the press corps, of that Joe Wilson moment when he yelled, "You lie," at President Obama. What we heard, and we're trying to figure out exactly which lawmaker said this, but from the Republican side, as Congressman Stupak was finishing up his comments, someone yelled "baby killer" at him. That came from the Republican side, and then you could hear a collective groan from Democrats, and then someone shouted out from the Democrat side, "Who said that?" So certainly a breach of decorum here, and everyone, among the press is buzzing about this, and they're trying to figure out who was that member of Congress who said it, Wolf. We have an idea of who it might be, but of course we want to double check and make sure before we go ahead and name names.
And I know we're reviewing the tape right now to see who was that Republican, presumably a Republican, who shouted out "baby killer" as Bart Stupak, the anti-abortion Democrat who was making the case to kill this motion to recommit.
Well, Wolf, John King is right. Obviously, emotions are very high after a long day. But still, the Republicans have this problem. Here in the last few weeks, John Boehner has grown in stature, and they've done a good job in this health care debate over time of showcasing some of these other members like Cantor and Ryan and Pence today, who've been very effective a couple of times. And I think that, they've begun to develop some voices. No longer does Rush Limbaugh, in effect, speak for Republicans. There are these other interesting voices that are coming out, which I think has been a lot of progress for Republicans. And then they have something like this. Just as we had some protesters on the streets yesterday yelling epithets at black Democratic congressmen, and you get these sort of crazies who pop up, and the Republicans have a real opportunity now to seize part of the debate and perhaps win back major seats in the House and Senate. But to get there, they're going to have to bring these kind of people under control. This turns off American voters. They don't like to hear that kind of stuff. It's just out of bounds. And yes, you're tired, but still, get this under control.